East of Eden is a good book written by a great man. Here he is, my man, John Steinbeck. Just look at him. Look familiar? It's 'cause he's famous. He wrote all those fancy books you've heard of. Scrapes of Wrath, Of Mice and Men, the short story we read in class about chrysanthemums and scissors. Anyway, you probably know Steinbeck was an author, but I bet you didn't know his mom sold war bonds during World War I and got to ride an airplane that scared her so much she had to stay in bed for 2 days. Unless you read East of Eden. And that's just a small fun fact about Johnny. The book's really about two families, the Hamiltons and the Tasks. Adam Task grew up on a farm in Connecticut that looks something like this. He lived with his half-brother Charles, his stepmom, and his father Cyrus. His leg was blown off while fighting for the Union. So Adam's mom drowned herself in a pond soon after he was born, and his father put him to sleep with some whiskey and went off to find himself a new wife. And he did, and he wedded her, embedded her, and impregnated her in less than 2 weeks. Seems fast, but that was normal for those times. Apparently it was quite normal for a man to use up 3 or 4 wives in a normal lifetime. End quote. Anyway, Samuel Hamilton, this guy, moved to America from Ireland with his wife. This gal. When they got there, all the good land was gone, so the ranch looked something like this. They managed to raise 9 kids, and they all grew up to be hard-working adults, and they're all based on real people. The Hamiltons, not the Tasks. I mean, they might have been loosely based on real people, but the Hamiltons were Steinbeck's family. Olive Hamilton was his mom. The book teaches you good morals that'll make you a good, well-rounded individual, prepared to take on the struggles of this cruel, cold world we live in. Remember, every day is a journey to finding yourself, and that you can prevail over evil with good choices. Doesn't matter where you came from, we all have the potential to acquire true success and salvation. The trick is finding ourselves. Our choices reflect who we really are. The battle between good and evil is continuous, and if we want to make it, we have to find the good within us and love one another. Love one another! The answer is love, man! But not too much, because heartbreak sucks, and it can literally kill you. If you didn't find that interesting, the book also has not-so-subtle biblical references, adultery, pimps, attempted murder, and much, much more, all jam-packed into 601 pages. If you don't want to read that much, buy 20 and carry them around in a bag like a sack of potatoes, and you'll be able to lift a lot of potatoes. If that's too much work, then you can get 1 copy and put it on your shelf, so you look like you enjoy reading Steinbeck, and everyone will think you're a genius. Anyway, I personally enjoyed reading the book. It was very interesting and entertaining. Steinbeck's a very good writer. I didn't mind the length. It was a good book. I recommend it. You did good, Johnny!